Hey everyone, it is the Angry Honey Badger here, and it is time for Badgers picks for the week of what will be the next month, actually. So we're going to see who's free this week and what 4 champions I'm going to recommend. Free this week, we're going to get Ashe, Azir, Cassiopeia, then Cho'Gath, Kog'Maw, Leona, Nasus, Skarner, Thresh, and Wukong. As for my first recommendation for the week, I'm going to kick it off with Thresh. Thresh is kind of your standard godlike support. I was actually having a conversation in my stream yesterday about Thresh and him as a champion, and somebody was asking what is one of the most just naturally OP champions, and a lot of people may not think, supports, but Thresh really is. You could take all of his damage numbers away and he would still be played probably on a competitive level just because his kit offers so much. So very, very strong support. I think he is probably one that you would want to know how to play perfectly, to just be godlike at the game, to be honest. So that's why I like him a lot, and he's really fun to play. So try some Thresh out if you don't own him. As for my next recommendation, I'm going to kick it off with another support, actually. I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Leona. Now, Leona also is a very strong support. She's more simplistic than Thresh for various reasons. The only problem I have with Leona is when you go all in, hopefully your team follows. But if you're playing with your friends, that shouldn't be as big of an issue because you should be all talking to each other. So that is also one of her great strengths, though. She can go hard into a fight, be pretty tanky, and really put a lot of crowd control down. And that makes her a fantastic support, and she's got a great passive that helps teams out. So if you're looking for another great support, we're going with Leona. As for my next recommendation for the week, I'm going to throw it over to Wukong. Now, Wukong has been played in the jungle mostly this season. He's still played in top lane too. His matchups have actually changed around quite a bit, so we've actually seen him a lot going back and forth. I think he kind of fell off a little bit mid-season. I don't know what the change was. I think it was just meta shifts in the jungle, but I think I'm seeing a slow rise of him back up in the jungle. His surprise invisible ganks into his ultimate for knockups is really, really strong. It's just a pretty good gank tactic. Another thing that's really big is everybody plays Yasuo, and his ultimate synergizes insanely well with Yasuo. So if you're looking for kind of a wombo combo, you might want to try that out. And as for my final recommendation for this week, I'm going to throw an ADC in the mix. I'm going to throw out Ashe. Now, Ashe actually hasn't been played very much at all recently, all over the place. I haven't seen her too much. I still think she's fun to play. She kites really well, but you have to have a team that peels for you. Also free this week is Kog'Maw. Very similar concept, not quite as insane on the kiting, but he does some crazy damage. But neither of these ADCs have escape, so you really want a team comp around you that can really help peel for you. And luckily, Janna's coming back up in play because everybody's playing her at Worlds, and she is great for this. So if anybody's going to be playing some Janna, Ashe actually is one of the ADCs that actually teams up with her quite well because of the peel potential from her. So if you're looking for an ADC this week, I really like Ashe. There's something about Kog'Maw I don't care for, even though he's insanely strong. I will give him that. But I like Ashe. I think she's fun, so call me weird, but I'm going to go with Ashe. Those are going to be your champions that are free this week, though. Those are just the 4 that I recommend. Might be little oddball picks. I know Nasus is in here and everybody likes to play him because, yeah, obviously if you feed his Q, he gets huge, but everybody knows that. I don't have a comment really on Azir or the Cassiopeia little tweaks yet. Cass has come up a little bit since her original nerf, which has helped her a tiny bit. Azir, I don't know if he's strong or if no one can play him really well. So I'm borderline saying he's a little bit underwhelming, but I don't know if they'd ever change him around too much, just because I think if you get insane with this kit, you could be quite well, but I don't really care for his playstyle yet. So he is free. Try him out, I guess. If you want to see what he's like before you purchase him, you might want to give him a shot, but not sure what I'm actually thinking about him in the long term, though, yet. But those are the champions that are free. If there's a box around any of these pictures, it will take you over to a build video for the champion. Try out any of those, give that a shot. And other than that, just good luck out there this week on the fields of justice.